All right, these next problems are going to be applying product and quotient rule to new functions based on other functions and then solving for the answer. So this one wants us to find what's the derivative of h at 3 for this function where h equals f times g. Now we don't know what f and g are. What you have to resist is just saying, oh yeah, derivative of this, and let's find derivative of this. No, that's not going to be what derivative of h is. Anytime you got two functions multiplied like this, we need to use product rule to do this. So what is this derivative going to be for h with product rule? First one times derivative of the second one plus second one times derivative of the first one. So next, they want us to find this at 3. So wherever you have an x now, plug in 3 and see what you get. So this would be f of 3 times g prime at 3 plus g at 3 times f prime at 3. And now what we have to do is they'll give you like a table or maybe a graph where you have to find the information now to substitute in here. We can see from up at the table they give us these values. So f of 3 ends up being -6. G prime at 3, the derivative is -2. G at 3 is 4, and the derivative of f at 3 is 7. Now it's just using a little arithmetic here to come up with the answer. So what we find is the slope of function h at 3 is 40, and that would be the answer. Let's try one more here. On this one, same thing, but this time h is division. We got two being divided, and we don't again know what these functions are. Again, don't just go, oh yeah, it's going to be derivative of g and derivative of f, because you will get it wrong. This is asking us to apply quotient rule. We want to use quotient rule on this one. So to do quotient rule, we want to think now we got our derivative here is going to be low, so f, d high, derivative of the top, so that would be derivative of g, minus high, d low, derivative of the low one would be f prime, all over the low function now squared. If we want to find this at 3, now we want to substitute 3 in for all these. And then like we did on the product rule one, substitute in the values. So if we substitute in the values now, f of 3 is -6, g prime of 3, -2, that's 4, 7, and all over -6 squared. So now it's just evaluating this. That hopefully is not the hard part about the problem. Multiply those two negatives, you get a positive, -28. -6 times -6, or -6 squared, is 36. Subtracting that, we get -16 over 36. And simplify the fraction. Oop, we get -4 over 9. That would be the slope for this one at that point. So these table or graph problems, apply whatever rule you need to, find out the information to sub in, and then you can get to the answer.